Hey, everybody, this is the Ads with the Twang podcast. I'm your host, Ben Blackman. And on this episode, we're going to be talking about what retargeting ads are and should you be using them. Here comes episode 110. The Ads with the Twang podcast is dedicated to helping you create simple, successful ads and use smart strategies to grow your online business. Get ready because I think you're going to love this. All right, welcome everybody to episode 110, and I'm glad you're back here. So I just wanted to tell you, I want to talk a little bit about a behind-the-scenes kind of thing. And somebody was asking me, a friend of mine was asking me, well, you're wearing the same thing every day on all your episodes or something, and I'm like, nobody cares. Like this, that's the thing that people worry about, that other people are going to think something like you're wearing the same thing or in the same location, or I don't know. And people really don't care about that. They care about the value. So my goal is to bring the value. So if you're just listening to this, you wouldn't know that. If you're watching on YouTube, then obviously you'd know that. But I batch record, and that's what you should do. Like, I don't want to sit down and do this on a weekly basis. I'm going to batch record. Now, if there's an emergency episode, which I don't know if there's ever been an emergency episode, but if there is, then okay. That might be a little different, but otherwise you want to plan this out and do them as many as you can, because it is really difficult to stay consistent if you're going to do these do podcasts, YouTube videos and stuff like that. It's different when you're posting on Facebook and stuff. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to mention that to you. So today we're talking about retargeting ads, and it's one of the most effective ways to stay in front of people. So let's just define retargeting. If you're newer to this stuff, and I know you know what it is, but it's just a matter of showing ads to people who've already interacted with you. So maybe they're people who've watched some of your videos, they've interacted with your posts, they're on your email list, they follow you, anything of that nature. In most cases, not for everybody, but you can show them more ads. Now, you can do that on YouTube, you can do that on Facebook, you can do it on LinkedIn ads, TikTok, whatever. But you can do that. And is it helpful? Well, it's kind of a double-edged sword for some people, because for most, your audience sizes are relatively small, especially in the beginning. So in other words, let's just say you're trying to retarget people who visit a specific landing page that you have, right? Like, say they're your sales page and you're just getting started and you're selling your course or whatever. Well, it might be difficult to see a lot of benefit because there's just not that many people going to the page to begin with. And you can't retarget every single person, right? Some people you won't be able to retarget. That's just the nature of it. So it's kind of difficult, and psychologically, it's like kind of a bummer because you're not seeing very many sales, if any, come through just yet. But at the same time, you're usually not spending very much. When you first start doing retargeting ads, I mean, even later on, you just don't spend that much on them. You spend, $5 a day, sometimes $1 a day in the beginning, $10 a day, whatever it is. It's not very much because there's just not that many people. But it's a great way to stay in front of people, and that's what we're doing. That's what a retargeting ad does. So we've all seen them. We've all had stuff follow us around, and we start seeing ads everywhere. Well, that's kind of what you want to do. You want to give the impression that you're everywhere. And it just helps you bring back potential customers. So, a lot of people may go to, start to buy whatever it is your offer is, but then they get distracted, like we all do. And it's not that they weren't interested, but by the time they circle back to it in their head, they've forgotten who you are, forgotten what the offer was, and life moves on. That's what retargeting helps those people do. And you don't necessarily have to do creepy retargeting ads, although sometimes those do work. And what I mean by creepy is like when you say, "Oh, you came to visit my website. I saw you." You don't really want to say it that way, all right? In most cases, that's not really how you want to position it. So the best thing about it is that and people will tell you this, and Google will says something like, people need to see you 21 times or something along those lines. And then you hear other things, people need to see it 7 times before they buy. Well, the real data is it depends. It depends on what the platform is, what the offer is, the target market, because it varies quite a bit. And so usually people do need to see multiple times, but it doesn't have to be over multiple days. In other words, they could see it all in one day, like they could see, the initial ad, click on it, then that same day see another ad by you, click on it, and that same day see another ad and click on it. That's good enough, because now they feel, over the course of the day, they feel like they've gotten to know you, right? And that you're quote unquote everywhere. That's what works. So that's why we want to try to do retargeting ads as soon as we can. So here's basically the 3 reasons. Is people rarely buy the first time. Now, that's not always true. If you have a really good low-ticket offer, like me, but if you have a really good low-ticket offer, you can get a lot of sales up front from people seeing you for the first time. You really can make that work. You don't necessarily have to be retargeting to do that, but in general, people rarely buy the first time. Retargeting ads do tend to convert better once you get the bigger numbers. Remember a minute ago I was saying, initially you're not going to have that many people going to your website, right? Or maybe you don't have that many people on your email list or whatever it is. So sometimes retargeting ads are just serving to put you in front of the people who are already in your world again and again and again. That's all, because they may not buy now. You're doing a launch today of your awesome course, and they're not ready to buy yet. But in 6 months, when you do another launch, they remember all the they don't remember the exact ads, but it rings a bell that they saw a bunch of ads before, and now they're seeing them again. So that is effective. And the cool thing is that retargeting ads it can literally work for any budget. You can literally do these for $1 a day. Now, how effective it is at $1 a day depends on the audience again, but you can do it. So there's no financial excuse for not doing this. And it's really beneficial once you start seeing people actually buying from a retargeting ad, because most of the time the cost to get a sale is super low. Now, I will say this. So somebody did ask about whether or not they should retarget people. I think it was to their webinar. Might have been their challenge. I don't remember exactly. So here was the scenario. Let's just say it's a webinar. So you're doing a webinar and somebody clicks on the ad to go register for the webinar, but they don't sign up. So do you retarget those people to see the ad again? Right? Is that helpful? Is that beneficial? And the answer is most of the time, no, it's not. And the reason it's not is because when you're doing strict lead generation and you're giving away something for free, your goal should be to get in front of as many unique people as possible. Most of the time when you do retargeting ads, because again, the numbers are usually relatively low, you're just kind of spinning your wheels without much benefit to try to get people to come sign up for the webinar. Hopefully that makes sense. So you're trying, you're writing new copy, you're doing an ad, you're analyzing it, you're trying to figure out if you should change the ad or whatever it is, or split test it. And there's just not going to be enough traffic for that to become beneficial for most people. So when it comes to stuff like that, leave it alone. Just run your primary ad. Don't worry about retargeting. Okay? All right. I hope that makes sense. Listen, I wanted to remind you, please subscribe to me, my channel on YouTube. If you're not watching it there, it's at Marketing with the Twang. I would love that. And that's it. All right. I will catch you all on episode 111. Thanks for listening to the Ads with the Twang podcast. If you get a second, jump on over to my YouTube channel, Marketing with the Twang, and subscribe. You'll get all kinds of no BS business building help there. I'll see you next time.